house. Good time.
You are now
Hit the
listening to
fucking
the Wild
rabbit
West
with the mower.
podcast.
Yeah. Zero turns.
Yeah.
He zero turns over a little bunny rabbit. So, you know, that...
Wait, what? He ran over a bunny? He mowed it?
Yo,
think
that's
so.
the bunny's fault. Like, let's be for real here. Like, those mowers are not moving
Moxie's
fast.
gone.
Nah. That's what I'm saying. Your boss must have been full maximum
my
speed
boss-
on that
my
thing.
boss-
That's true,
Because
that's
bunnies
true.
don't let you get like 5 feet
Yeah.
within them before they start sprinting.
I think it, like, ran out of the bush or something.
Holy
Into the
shit.
mower. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know.
well,
But
shit.
anyway.
That's like whenever you hit a bird with your car, you're like, that's not my fault.
That
Did
next
blood splatter everywhere?
I don't know. I wasn't there that day.
Uh-huh.
I was only told about it because the next day, that Monday, we were doing trees. Cuts down a limb. Fucking squirrel nest falls on the ground. There's like 6 baby squirrels on the ground.
Dead?
They're not in the best shape. They're alive, but you know, it's not good. They're and then
What'd you do with them?
we always flat shovel, you know, nice little scooping pattern, and
Put him in the back of the dump.
put them in the back of the dump.
Did you kill them first?
I don't know.
I don't know the right thing
I
to do.
didn't shovel them. Yeah, it was the other kid I worked with who got them. And then the next day,
Oh, God.
Massacre over here.
I know, dude, it's fucking crazy.
My boss hit a little kid going down
Yeah.
Route 6.
We get a fucking bird that falls out of
45.
the tree with a limb, and this bird's all fucked up now. And then the next day, he ran me over. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wild West podcast. You know, the first podcast with 4 white men. It's never been done before. How's that cigar, by the way?
I don't know yet. This is my second sitting. After the
He
second
hasn't
sitting,
deep-throated it yet. It's the only way to know for
Isn't
sure.
that your glizzy
Dave, how do you like
overdrive?
it's alright. It's not too bad. Not too spicy.
Where'd you get it?
This-
Apparently this one is like a pretty good representative of this blend. So I think apparently like this company's like makes like pretty decent ones. So I feel like any great flavor about it is just about the blend. I read that this is one of the best ones of this blend. I like it.
Let's learn how to make our own cigars.
So that way we can roll cigar blunts.
Grow our own tobacco. Like
I've been watching the videos about it. It's
That we
cool.
smoke the whole time.
They use like different parts of the leaf for different parts
We
of the
don't
cigar.
have soil like that,
We don't.
though.
We don't climb it like that.
Well, you have to set up a grow room.
Like
for
the
it.
top part,
That's true.
the top parts of the plant. I was something I would like to make one, like one day, like get like a plant or two going.
Perfect climate.
The top of the leaf is the inner part, like the structural part, like the middle tube. The middle part, like this, I'm talking about like top, middle, bottom, like height wise. The middle part of the plant is like the main filler of it.
That's the
gives it-
middle.
Yeah, that gives it like all the aroma and shit. Like different parts of the plant have like different parts, like leaves on heights of the plant, have different characteristics. And the outside, the bottom's what the wrapper is.
Did you get this from a reliable source?
What, this information?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Cuban.
Oh, okay. Bruce Hands. How do you know he wasn't messing with you? We took like this roll that was next to our shed that was like the carpet we
I'm
used to
feeling
put
it
on the
in
pool
the
deck so
second
you don't
shed.
like slip and shit.
Yeah.
I like lifted it up and a nest full. That's why I bring it up. Of baby birds fell out onto the ground. But unlike you murderers,
Yeah,
I collected the baby.
I doubled back with the push mower and
Yeah.
I went over it and I was zero turn for like 5 minutes.
I started going
No, but the nest was still kind of intact, so I put the nest back. I took our old mailbox and I jammed it up in like the crook of a tree, and I put the nest back in there, and I put the baby birds back in there. And I saw adult birds going in there, and the baby birds were like still alive.
Wow, that's surprising the adult birds went back in there. 'Cause
Yeah.
Usually that's what doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I've hedge trimmed right on top of a bird's nest. It was perfect. Actually, I cut it and was. I swear it was perfect. It was
How was it
no,
perfect?
it was it was inside the bush, but where I was hedge trimming, where I was shortening it to, I hedge trimmed through, and I hedge trimmed literally right perfectly on top of the bird's nest and just made it completely open,
Wow.
like right above the top. Like it was part of the line of the clean hedge trim. That's how close I was.
Davy
I
Giles.
just barely went across. There was like 2 eggs in it.
That's crazy, man. You know, I didn't see robin eggs until I started working outside, and I didn't know if they were blue.
Yeah, they are.
Like my balls.
Okay.
It's a disease. It's a
When's
disease.
the last time you got any? Sensitive subject.
Yeah, no, we can do this. I don't know. When was that? When was that day that I had to kick you out of the house? I like kicked Connor out because I had a girl coming over, and I was like home alone.
Yeah, Connor doesn't seem to.
That means that was cap.
Yeah, exactly. Connor doesn't seem to be. I can't.
I'm not vibing.
He's not agreeing with the story. He doesn't seem to be corroborating.
No,
That's
I'm
the
like
word
I'm like that
looking
dude from Breaking Bad, but I can only fart instead of that.
Dude, you just died, yo.
Yeah, because that's what happened. I didn't know.
Who died? Mike?
Yeah.
No.
Who are you talking about?
The dude who would ring the bell.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Hector, look at me, Hector.
Wait,
That's
in real
died.
life?
That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Ah,
I
he's
thought
an
he-
old fucker.
I figured he died a while
even in
ago.
Breaking Bad, which like premiered in like
2000s.
yeah, like mid 2000s, he looked old as fuck, man. So.
Yeah, man. How you like
And they
that?
did a good job de-aging him for Better Call Saul.
I'm gonna tape Aiden's mouth.
You two are little bitches for never watching Better Call Saul.
I watched it.
I've seen one episode.
Dies.
WWE guy just died.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
I watched.
How
it.
did he die?
I watched
Heart
Heart
attack.
Attack.
Wow.
That's how they always die.
He was 36.
Well, there was that one that went like 2 years ago from drowning. Remember that?
Yeah, but it's usually.
Yeah, but that
usually-
was that guy was like far out. He wasn't like still an active wrestler.
Usually-
Who is that?
Usually,
What was his
I'm
name?
trying to. Usually, when the wrestlers die like young, that like wrestle a lot, it's usually
It was
heart
like-
song.
It
Yeah,
was
definitely.
those 2 dudes that would come. It was one of those 2 dudes that
Yeah.
would come down in like jeans, Tims, like jorts, Tims, like a white beard.
Like
I-
Triple X?
No,
Like
That's a porn character.
you're thinking of D-Generation X and no. He wasn't.
I don't know, but he
He
like
wasn't
jumped
a
in to
generation.
save his son.
Triple H, Degeneration X.
You're thinking of D-Generation. You're thinking of Generation
I could search
It wasn't Gen X.
WWE Superstar.
This one's alright.
Yeah,
Do you guys think that any world-ending event's gonna happen in our life?
that one's a little more.
Yeah.
That
Like,
one's-
you think you're gonna
that
look up
one's
at the
more
sky
fun.
one day and there's just gonna be like something's gonna open up, and we're
No.
gonna be like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's
Yeah,
going the
no,
fuck
I-
down.
I think something crazy is gonna happen. Definitely within my lifetime. It's
Because,
one of the
like,
big reasons I'm not having kids.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
that aliens are real, but nobody
Why
like.
not?
It's not like
What?
people haven't
Why not?
accepted it yet
Because
because
I
there
think-
haven't been.
I'm just gonna be bringing them into a world that is either like about to collapse
Funny.
or like
That's funny.
maybe not.
That's funny. What if you make
That's
him a
fine.
better you?
Well, that's the only
That's
real.
the goal.
That's a really
It was
narcissistic
crime
goal.
time.
That is
No,
not.
it's not.
Yeah.
Crime
but
time.
that
It
is-
was,
that is the goal.
Shad.
I
Shad
think it's.
Gaspar.
I think it's narcissistic for it to only be
What was this?
like, for that to be like the only reason why you want to.
Well, I think the reason most people's ideal of having a kid, at least even
Is
if
it
you're
out?
like a good like
You get a little
the good
guy.
version is
There's
Yeah,
a bunch of
they'll
you
problems.
get someone who is like you that you can like teach not to make the mistakes that you did because they're like it's like teaching someone on your hardware that you've already like learned. But
Evan, I think you're thinking
went
too
around.
Reddit about
Yeah.
this right now.
doesn't even make sense.
Nah, but you know what I mean?
You can't tell me. I think you're thinking too much about having children. That's not how that. You should just get them, bro. Like, figure it out.
You know what? You're right, actually. You're right, but you're overcomplicating it because you could be in a relationship in like 10 years and it could just be a much more simple choice.
No, except that it wouldn't be. It should always be a complicated choice.
Well,
What, for a relationship?
No, for having kids. That's a big. That's like a massive decision.
that's a big deal.
No, but I think I think it's an easy decision
You just gotta be
based
I'm
in
saying,
the way.
even if I'm a
based on
long-term,
when you decide to make that decision.
Not that it's gonna be
I'm saying,
being easy to do and an easy decision are different. Like it's gonna be hard to make a kid, but it could be easy to say that you want a kid because you know that like you're gonna love that fucking thing.
Yeah, and you know you're gonna do
You
everything.
hear
can
all
to,
these
like,
stories
support
about how
Well, that's the
people
thing,
have
is,
the
like-
kid and then
But I
it's
think-
the thing of like, do I want to commit everything I can to having a kid, or would I rather do other shit? It's like I'd rather do other shit. I think.
that sounds more narcissistic to me.
Why? I'm the one who's choosing to not.
That's not narcissistic.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Well, if you say like putting a kid first is narcissistic, why would
No,
it
not
be?
putting a kid first. It's wanting a kid so you can have a mini you.
Okay,
That's narcissist. That's what I'm saying. It's
that's fair.
narcissistic.
That's fair. And I don't know if
You should always put your kids first.
I don't know if I'm arguing that either. You know,
That's what you said though. So
I
get
don't
off the
know if
podcast.
I don't know if that's
Let's
what
get Quinn on here.
Quinn.
No, you leave. You go prance around the yard, and Quinn's gonna come sit where you're saying, and you're gonna go
Speaking
prance.
of prance around the yard, did you see that lady who is a horse?
No.
She's actually like pretty bad, so it makes me feel pretty conflicted.
Yeah, is she like a latex like
No,
ponytail horse?
she's a ponytail.
What?
I saw a Cody
It's
Co
just a
video,
girl.
Yeah, she
Where?
just galloped around.
in like I think it's like Finland. They have you know like the little stick horses.
No.
No.
Like remember what?
Like when you do like type race and it's like
Yeah. Like remember what Eddie's brother used to do this with?
oh yeah,
Yeah, like the little kid stick horse with the horse head on the stick.
Oh yeah.
you ride it around.
In like Finland, that's like a professional competition. That
I don't know. I
compete.
thought
So
you were
she's
gonna
running?
say. I don't know.
So
I
like
thought
yeah,
you
you
were
do like
gonna
different
say.
gates.
Oh.
They do like hops. So Cody Co did a video. He did a video where he made fun of it, and then he did another one where like the lady saw the video and like the lady was like goaded at it, flew him out, and he put together a routine. And it's really funny.
That is funny.
But he
I
was
have
like
watch
trying to
that.
like take it really seriously because he flew all the way out there. He was like actually talking to the lady. You couldn't get a good routine.
I'm
in.
sure.
I mean,
I'm
I
sure
would-
those
I
women
would
are
too.
bad.
I would too if I was flown out for that very specific
Oh yeah.
stupid task.
Well, at least to like.
I'd be like, oh hell yeah.
For sure. And I'm sure those women are bad.
Yeah, and apparently in Finland it's kind of popular, so it's not like.
Of course it is.
We should get into it.
I feel like
We should go take a trip to Finland.
if we
It's
go
called
to
hobby
Finland,
horsing.
everybody's gonna be taller than us.
That's fine.
Maybe not for you. Your small ego.
Yeah.
Something I have to get used
If
to.
I ever
Like
like
Dick
start
Sargent.
There's
paralyzing the
5'4"
legs, I'm gonna
men
do
that
the
live
hockey
every
thing.
day on this planet.
That's
There's
true.
wouldn't
And one of
think
them's
they
Joe
go-
Rogan,
Exactly.
and the other one's Quinn.
Quinn just has a bad slouch.
Very bad.
Like 90 degrees.
Yeah, like the worst possible.
That's the worst possible. To like fold it up. You know, like looking between your legs behind you.
You got some DJ and hunchback shit going on.
I saw in China some dude had that. It was like spine fused.
Really.
Yeah, and they have like 10 different surgeries, and after every single surgery, he was like a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, they got him back.
That human
Yeah,
protractor.
Yeah, they worked it back.
That's what I was thinking
They
too.
worked it back.
Nice,
Okay.
man. Why couldn't he just like
I think
set
the
up
Chinese
But his
government
spine fused.
made him like that on purpose, just so they could fix
They
him
could
and
fix
show to the
him.
world.
Yeah.
Chinese medicine.
That and the grape was what they
China's
did
coming
that
up on us, man.
Well, it's because they.
There's a lot of
have
scary
too much money.
things, man. Things are expensive. China #1. A McChicken's $5 now.
It is.
It's fucking crazy. I went to McDonald's the other
Wait,
day.
you're kidding.
I dead ass. A McChicken. It's $4.29.
It used to be like
Okay,
$1.
$4.29 for a McChicken. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that fucking ridiculous? A McChicken. That's like the most basic thing on the fucking McDonald's menu. A cheeseburger is $4.29 too. A single cheeseburger. Don't get the double. The double's probably like
That is
6 something.
crazy.
The inflation's like actually fucking weird.
Wait, you guys gotta start burning stuff
A
down.
McChicken though.
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
That used to be $1.
I know. That's out of pocket.
McDonald's
You used to be able to get
has
the
been
McChicken
far
like
from the
free on the
cheapest.
McDonald's
Yeah, for
app,
real,
like
man.
every day.
It's actually I hate it.
Yeah, McDonald's has like for a long time not been the cheapest fast food place, and they're nowhere near the best.
Dude, I don't know whose fault it is.
It's McDonald's fault. What do you mean?
That's why I don't like
For
people eating on
widespread
Burger King.
inflation.
The thing is about this widespread inflation is all the companies are making record profits in the history of like since we've been keeping track.
Yeah,
So
I
they're
remember.
using the excuse of inflation for the pandemic to actually just raise the prices because they know they can and we can like people have to pay
Dude,
it.
it's not even they're raising the prices. Like the Gatorade bottles have like the little concave part in the bottom. They make that bigger now.
Yeah, shrinkflation.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I swear a Big Mac is
All the-
fucking way smaller than that shit used to
All
be.
the cigars in the cigar shop were this big, and like this wide.
They had you smoking golf.
Yeah, and I was
In-
like looking at him with the little
in
microscope,
North Korea, the guy, he actually sits in the cuck chair.
and the guy was telling me they were the same size, but I knew they were a little small.
Yeah.
That's why I just need to become president.
Nah.
Yeah, David compressed.
Everyone gets a still 800 leaf blower.
Yeah.
Gas backpack leaf
Well,
blower.
420, everyone must smoke a blunt at 4:20 p.m.
You have to go to your government building to sit in your local blunt circle.
Yeah,
What's
the
like a
police will-
national
the
day
police
that-
will make sure you smoke a blunt.
If you had like crazy government oversight and you could like just bypass people's rights, what would be what good would you use it for? Like what would be like the day you'd make? Like how David would do 420 day.
Government mandated.
Have to cut that one out. You just fucked up.
You just bleep that one out.
Yeah, we just bleep it out and we just leave it ambiguous.
Government mandated.
That was crazy.
And also free
Little femboy
bread.
yeah.
Woo! Like nice bread, like
The
sourdough.
McChicken from McDonald's has to be $1.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably like make someone watch the police, make sure they don't do anything bad.
For a day or something. I don't know.
Honestly.
Maybe a couple days at least.
I'm
If I was
as
president, I'd
president.
pardon all murderers.
I am gonna
That's crazy.
fund.
You
the,
sound like you already got knocked out by me.
the police. These are the police that will police the police.
Because you're not here winning the rain.
I'm gonna pardon all murderers and I'm gonna put Aidan in jail.
We have to pick a nice patch. I feel like right here.
Aidan Zero goes to
I
jail because
listened
Dave's
to that-
president.
You know that country song Fox News has been talking about?
The Jason Aldean song.
No, the other one, the Rich Man
Yeah, that's
song.
old news.
The new one they were talking about.
I don't know. I don't know that one.
Is this the one with the
Yeah,
ginger
yeah.
guy and the beard?
Yeah, there's this ginger guy singing with a beard, and he like sings his country song.
I saw Anthony Fantano
And
rip
everyone-
that guy apart.
And everyone on Fox News was loving him.
Okay.
So I didn't listen to it, you know. But then he put out a video talking about how it was like the song telling like bitching about rich people,
Yeah.
and he was like, "It's funny how they're putting it on Fox News because I wrote it about like them, like they're the people." So I listened to the
They're
song,
them!
and I with that new lens, it's pretty good.
I haven't heard the song in the
He has a funny ass bar where he was like, "I wish they care about minors and not on an island somewhere."
Oh yeah.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
dude, the first time I heard that, I listened.
That's crazy.
I feel like I was listening to like old Eminem.
That rivals Burj Khalifa,
Yeah.
George Floyd,
Yeah.
Metroid. Am I right?
George Floyd Mansion. You ever hear that?
Is that from the Fall Out
The
Boy?
Fall Out Boy. We didn't
I actually
start the
just
fire.
heard that today. It was on the
Connor,
radio.
me and Connor went through it. It was not on the fucking radio.
What'd you think about that? Hearing that for the first time on the radio.
It wasn't. I don't think it was the first time I heard it, but
Oh.
it was crazy hearing it on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
I got Canelo's trainer for this fight.
I
Kyle Lynn.
I got
Yeah.
Canelo for this fight.
Dude, when we're gonna hit pads.
That's right.
He's gonna
Dude,
wear.
That's
Yeah.
fucking right.
He's gonna wear a
okay.
name tag.
There you know who I am, Connor.
Oh.
Dimitri Beevil, bitch.
Yeah.
Dimitri Beevil,
He's
bitch.
gonna
Yeah,
beevil
I'm about to beat the shit out of you.
Dimitri Beevil, more like shove you in my beehole. After I fucking
Dimitri
knock you
Beevil
out.
fucking outbox Canelo.
He
for
laughed.
all
Your coach
time.
laughed at that.
No, I'm about to start a thing. I'm not talking about this. I had
Yo, when's the press conference right now?
Nah, bro, it's a couple days before. It's the day before weigh-in.
Oh man, that's Saturday.
What's
man.
weighing?
I have to
When's
make
the
sure.
fight?
I have to make
This
sure.
Saturday?
I have to make sure I don't have a wet dream the night
At my
before.
at my grandmother.
No, you hear what Tyson Fury says. You have to be jerking off 8 times a day.
That's true.
At my grandmother's.
That's what happened to Jake
There's
Paul,
not
by the
really-
way.
I go there for like 2 hours, but there's not really like 2 hours worth of work to do.
Yeah.
So I find like I clean the kitchen 3 times on there, like sweep 4 times, but there's still not enough time.
Where are you going with this?
So I read green texts on like Reddit
Okay.
in shadow box for most of my time there.
Okay.
I'll hit like 40 minutes on green text, and then go in the kitchen and shadow box for 20 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been doing that every day since. we got
Have you really?
Yeah, in my room.
Whenever
30
I
minutes
get
a day.
really high alone at
Dude, when we
night,
get-
like
dude,
I've
when we
been
get
doing
training-
push-ups.
When we get training in.
I've been doing push-ups
When we
to,
doing some
to
pads.
put some more muscle on my arms, because all I need to do is land that first
When-
punch
when-
strong,
when-
and then he's knocked
When
out.
are me and you getting some training in, some pads, some heavy bag, some speed bag?
Whenever.
How many rounds and how long are the rounds?
It's gonna have to be whatever.
one 30-minute round.
Okay, how long? 5 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, we should probably decide.
How
that
about
right now.
8 1-minute rounds?
Let's do 2-minute
That's
rounds.
actually not a bad
No,
idea.
let's do 2-minute rounds.
I could do 2
We can
minutes.
do 2.
2-minute
You like
rounds.
woman.
2-minute rounds. And
It's
we'll
an
do
amateur. It's an amateur. It's an amateur fight.
6 2-minute rounds.
Alright, we can do 6 2-minute
We're
rounds.
only
Okay.
gonna need 1 round, 10 seconds, but I guess we'll line it up for 6 minutes.
You want to put $100 on it?
No, don't put $100 on it. Are you stupid?
Aiden, have you been training like
we-
you're
Yes,
ready
no,
to put
can
100
we-
bucks on this?
Shadow boxing
Dave,
with no other
let's run
like,
this back.
training oversight.
Let's run this
Yeah.
back.
He's
Not-
hitting these
not
for
pay-
5 hours.
not
He's
pay each
hitting
other.
these for like 6 hours.
But
He's
say,
ready.
but say we are for the click.
You hit one of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm
Dave.
not fucking paying $100 if you fucking knock me out. I don't think I'm gonna get knocked out. But
So you're gonna put the whole paycheck on
I took heavy hits in football in the head.
it. You're
so
putting the
I
whole.
think
We're
I'm
putting
good.
the whole paycheck on it.
Yeah, whole paycheck.
And
was
you have
so
to take
big.
off from work
That
for
was
2
so
weeks. So
big.
your
That was
paycheck
so
is
big.
like.
Easy clip.
That was
I mean, I don't know if I would like seek out that one, but I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely gonna smoke it to the end.
That's fine. This one might be my least favorite one to smoke.
Yeah. This one's more like
This one's the
full
most
body.
standard tasting cigar we've had.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
not that bad to me.
No, it's not
So
bad.
default.
Well, there you go. That's how we.
That's your cigar minute.
All right. Can I give you my actual review? I'm
Yeah,
giving
let's
it.
get it while
I'm
we're talking
feeling. I
about
was
it.
telling Dave I'm feeling about 7s, but I'm feeling maybe like a 6.9 to 7.2. I'm feeling probably flat 7.
Let's keep it like a multiple
I
of 5
agree
here.
with you. It's not
What?
too bad. It's
Let's keep
smooth.
it like full point and half point here.
No, because there's like mad different critiques. So
It's
I'm
a
like
5.
calculating the
It's a
average.
perfect.
Everything
This is the perfect 5.
No,
I know we were saying
That's
the
how
black
many
and mild
seconds
is
it's
the
gonna
perfect
take
5.
for me to knock him out.
One of the times we just have
The
to smoke
perfect
like 2
five.
black and milds on this.
Perfect
Alright, no,
five
you-
seconds.
I would much rather.
Now,
do
here's
that.
the thing.
I
to me, a black mount is a 5. And to me, a perfectly fine cigar, average cigar, is a 7. And this is a 7. To me.
Didn't you say it was a 6.9?
I'm booping it up. I said 6.9 to 7.2.
How
So-
about
Like a black mount is a 5 to me, a nice cigar, like a perfectly fine cigar. is a
Oh.
7.
Oh. That's why you're gonna be coughing in between.
This
rounds.
one is bigger, but it did cost a little more than the full
You're
length
mean in
one we
between
usually get.
In
Shut
that-
up.
how about this? A little sauce to the fight.
Oh.
In between every round break, before like the timer starts, the 60 seconds for your break between a round, you take a blinker immediately after finishing like the round of boxing.
I bought Rob that.
I don't know about that.
Nah.
When I
I don't know about that one.
When I bought that one,
Yeah,
I bought
60
Rob
seconds,
the
like,
Wednesday
recuperate,
ones
then
we've
you
been
go back
smoking.
in.
That would
I've been
kill
telling
me.
about it. He's been wanting to try it. Hey, you really like it.
That'd be crazy.
I don't like that one.
We'll feel it out the first
It's pretty
round. You
cheap,
guys
like a
might need
big
an
ass
extra
cigar.
minute to recover.
It was $10.99 for this one.
Okay.
Well, it was $10.99 for D.
That ain't even nothing.
Really? You
Because
could-
it's all about
you
technique.
charge
baby.
$10.99?
We're the same weight class. That's
Yeah, so you're fucked. You flex. You're fucked. Same weight class.
We're same weight class because of the muscle I got.
Yeah, you're in the same weight class because of the fat you got. And all this necklace.
all this
You got all this
skin on
necklace.
This ain't no Anthony Joshua fucking Andy Ruiz fight. This is Mike Tyson versus Butterbean.
You want to hit Nathan's face?
Yeah, I'm not butterbean.
You want to hit? This is Mike Tyson versus
Butterbean.
God damn!
That was a fucking slap.
Holy shit. Woo! Fuck off. I'm gonna kick your Alabama fat ass. That's what he told him.
You're gonna come in, Peter McNeely. I'm Peter McNeely and I'm from Medford, Mass. Friday night I'm gonna kick Tyson's ass.
And you have to walk
If you don't
out
know
to the,
now,
to the
you'll know
chains,
soon.
like Mike Tyson.
I'm gonna get a rapper.
Cause when I get a hold of him,
That
I'm
would be
gonna wrap him
hilarious.
in my cocoon.
I get
And then he
300.
absolutely got dusted.
I get 300 pound to wrap me into the
That's what you
fucking
get when you
ring.
try to be out.
Dude, I have not seen Fat.
So that's what you get when you try to be out.
It's like
Bro, he
seeing a
did it
unicorn.
to Tyson
What?
when that was Tyson's
Dave,
first fight out of
He
jail,
still lives to
yo.
West End.
Tyson was
Yeah.
ripped as
He
shit.
has
All
to.
he was doing
I
was
haven't
fucking
seen him
push-ups
out and
and
about. I
sit-ups
thought he
and
lived
bullshit and lifting
Oh, I
weights.
guess he did live in Southern.
So he was close anyway.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw 300 pound?
Seen
my.
Fat.
That was bad.
That guy is huge.
Huge.
Really like that bad?
Huge.
Huge. He has like a fridge on.
That's true butterbean.
That's crazy.
Nah, he's not that big. Not
No,
as big
he
as butter.
is that
Not
big.
as big as butterbean.
I'm saying like the fridge
What?
thing.
Yeah, he's a fridge.
I'm like, I'm
Like
like,
not like a linebacker.
is he like
Nah.
three?
Like he looking like a flower vase.
He's looking
Okay.
like a fucking left tackle.
I was gonna
He's
say, because
probably
like,
like more than. He's probably like 350.
because I was gonna say, like, is he 300? Like,
Gotta be.
looks like me 300? Because I'm like 265.
No,
Yeah.
he's way bigger than you.
He's a balloon.
I guess that must mean he just doesn't
balloon
work
guy.
out. Like,
No, it's not even that because in senior year when he was on the swim team,
He wasn't that bad.
well, in
He
high
was in a
school he was
decent shape.
in high school he was just like he was pretty much just average. Like,
Nobody wants to watch.
no, I don't.
Yeah, he was in alright shape, so he fell off hard.
He went to too many parties. He's a promoter, I
Swim,
guess.
I guess swim kept them in shape. The swim's a good enough sport to keep you in shape
Oh,
for
definitely,
the whole
yeah.
year. It's just with how much swimming takes of your body. It's your whole fucking body working. But after he
You wanna
lost
pour some of that
that,
out
he
in
was
there?
probably just eating.
Yeah.
Just want to take one of those.
Holy.
What do you want?
I'll take some cider donut.
He wants some of this over a bush. That's fine. I'll take the bush.
It's deep.
Prince had like in his property, he had his own little town that had like convenience stores and shit, so he could like pretend he lived like a normal life.
Yeah. Yeah, like he would just go in, make
That's
small
where he
talk.
died.
Keanu Reeves.
Like
does
Michael
that.
Jackson, I
He still goes on like subways in New
Yeah.
York and shit.
Yeah.
He's like
Yo,
super
Keanu
normal.
Reeves' band is playing at Toad's Place later, like this year.
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like he's gonna be the bassist.
How much is the ticket?
I'd go.
I don't know.
I'd go if it's not over $80 is the most I'd pay.
I go. I go.
I'd pay
I'm
less
cool.
than $80.
I'm
$80.
I like Keanu Reeves, so I'd pay $80.
I don't even know what kind of music the band makes.
I know.
Yeah, but don't you want to just go to just to see Keanu?
If
Reeves?
I'll look at the
I
tickets.
wouldn't pay.
Try to get a picture
Alright,
with
so
him.
if it's just to see Keanu Reeves, I would like and see him playing his
Yeah,
band.
just
I'd
have a
only
good
pay
night at
$30
Toad's, I
for that. But if it's
It's
music,
Keanu Reeves.
if
You're
it's-
never gonna ever see this human being ever in your
I
life.
don't care.
I mean, you
Bro,
know
like,
what I'm doing.
I
Wait,
don't.
you might be in the subway in New York and just catch on the subway.
I don't care about just seeing celebrities. Keanu Reeves, like, he's in some cool movies, but he himself is like not even that cool. Like I'm sure he's a nice guy or whatever.
He's pretty
Um,
cool. He's in Fortnite. He's pretty cool.
Cyberpunk.
But if he makes
2077.
music I like, I might pay like 40 to go see him. 40, 45.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if tickets at Toad's costs more than that though.
Yeah.
And if they do, it's totally just Keanu's
Yeah.
name attached to the band.
I
making
forgot what I was
it
gonna
so much.
say.
So 1 year for Halloween, I was Michael Jackson. Is that racist?
No, because you were white Michael Jackson.
Yeah, if you're a white Michael
He
Jackson,
was.
I don't think it's racist.
I mean, I wasn't black Michael Jackson.
Well, that's what would be
I wasn't black Michael Jackson.
He got
I
like
was
the
white-
red lips.
I was white Michael Jackson.
Why'd you give him red ass lips?
What's up?
So, you're making an appearance on the podcast.
He got out the other night, got sprayed by a skunk.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
No, that's what I was
No,
gonna tell
he
you.
got
And
sprayed-
again.
Oh,
He
again.
got
Like 2
sprayed
nights
by the
ago.
skunk. I let him out in the morning. I put his collar on. I let him out.
poured a cup of coffee before work, and I came out, and I was like, holy shit, he's running up and down the yard with his head in the grass.
Yeah, it woke me up, the smell. I was like, oh
I was
my
like,
God, Quinn definitely got sprayed.
Dumbass.
I was like, he definitely got sprayed.
So I left him out. So my
Bro, it's
wife
so
got up.
stupid.
Chrissy got up and she had to give him a bath. I said,
Bro
alright,
is so stupid.
he can stay out there till it snows. I really don't care.
Yeah, I was thinking of you because you were talking about like when you last got sprayed. I was like, wait till Evan hears you got sprayed again.
Yeah.
So then Chrissy goes, I wanted to let him out, and I didn't want him to get sprayed by a skunk, so I took him for a walk, and instead of putting, because he has like 900 harnesses, but she just put the retractable leash around his neck, and she walked down to the
Amateur
second
Quinn
half,
move.
and Quinn saw a skunk and went, slipped the leash.
Amateur Quinn.
What I do with
Nose to nose, right?
Oh my God.
what I do with Quinn when I just put the carabiner on the leash and just hook it around his red collar. The red collar works pretty good.
Yeah, have you guys walked down the beach yet?
Yeah,
No, Mom was telling me about it.
We
Oh
have.
my god.
we have.
No, like,
You still-
recently.
Why would they do
Yeah,
that?
not. I think the last time we did it was like
A week ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
like
haven't
all
been
those
there since
storm
the
drains
fall.
where they're set, that's the height. So if you go down the end of 3rd Avenue, they're up about this high.
Wow.
Did you see how high the gravel is though? Did you
But
go up
then-
to the gravel part?
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
the
we
street's
walked
gonna be
up-
like 10 feet
We
higher.
walked up across from
That's
the old
crazy.
skate park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 10 feet
You're up
up.
like friggin' 8,
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
big.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's right, because we went down there.
We've been making regular trips, checking progress.
Also, you cut through, you go to the beach, you see it. Whenever we go to the beach.
Yeah.
Mom's like, are you supposed to walk down here? There's all Spanish people cutting across the whole fish, and some dude was jogging up and back.
Oh yeah, we have
Yeah,
no
that's what I'm
problem.
saying. They're not
walking
gonna
down
stop the fishermen and like the beach goers.
I'm like, you're not wrecking anything. It's not like I'm trying to hotwire it back home.
Yeah.
No, you just like walk through.
there. Mhm. Especially because I think construction ends at like 3 or 4 anyways.
Evan and I were walking out from the beach. Last time we walked down the beach when
Yeah.
they were all leaving. And
They're supposed to be done by December, but if it gets cold, like this is supposed to be.
That's what I said.
It's supposed to be a horrible
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah, we've been having La Ninas, which is warm, and this winter's supposed to be an El Nino, which is cold.
Oh shit, it's the El Nino.
The El Nino.
So we'll actually have snow.
So that means the asphalt plant shut down. They'll shut down early.
We learned how to drive trucks.
a couple sledding seasons.
Well, I was gonna buy a season pass about something.
Yeah, I'm trying to go snowboard.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
nailed.
I only ended up even going like
Yeah,
twice because it was
horrible.
it was not even cold enough to make snow most of the season.
Yeah, it didn't actually get cold till like the end of January.
Yeah.
That's why Evan we're
For like a month.
So I might
My
end up
boss
doing
said
it this
he only
season
had one
if
winter
it's,
day
if it's still
that we were.
yeah if it's still supposed to be
One day he plowed.
like this cold.
like remember that time we wanted to go sledding? We got like one good sledding day, and even then we were like
So I'm
shoveling
hoping
snow
I don't
onto
get a
the
lot of
trail.
snow days. I'm supposed to be out June 8th.
That'd be nice.
I already saw my school calendar.
Nice. Fingers crossed. All these kids are going back to school on Monday.
I'll go up with the
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have another
That's crazy.
I have another week before I go back to school.
If you don't find a job by this summer, you want to come be a ranger?
Me?
Connor.
That's a Quasit? Yeah, I guess so.
You live with the young guys. You probably like live with Ben and Andrew.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Why? They stay in the family cabin.
Yeah, I know.
They get lit.
I know, they were telling us. That's why I'm saying never mind. Because Ben was telling us what goes on.
You could go. You could work at the YMCA. We're looking for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pay 18 an hour too.
Right now, you're looking for
I'd
people?
do that.
Yeah, we're looking for like
You should do
basically
that. That's
every
good
entry
money.
position, like managers on duty, floor staff, front desk, lifeguards.
That's good money.
What are they paying your lifeguards?
I think lifeguards get minimum. I get $1 above minimum at front desk, and if you're one of the floor staff, you get paid 18. The reason I'm not a floor staff is because I like having a desk job where I don't have to do anything.
You don't have to deal with everybody?
Yeah. Well, yeah. If someone needs to get kicked out,
Well,
it's
why?
What?
Well, why?
YMCA.
You should go put an app in.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Find out when Evan's working. Find out who he can
I don't
talk
want to
to
work
and go
with
up there.
Evan.
You wouldn't be working with me. And,
Yeah, but he can talk to his boss and say, hey, my
No one
buddy's looking for a
trusts
job.
Evan.
actually, they trust me a lot there.
They don't.
I cover shifts all the
Dang, he can
time.
get you in.
He stole the Y from the sign.
He can maybe even get you past the interview. No interview.
No, they didn't.
Just hired.
It'd be like a formality interview. As long as you didn't like bomb it, they'd still hire
Yeah.
you.
long as you don't vomit.
Yeah, or, yeah, definitely don't vomit in the
I might.
interview.
I mean, that's not a question.
So
for
listen
me.
to this. When I worked at, like, a kid puked on the bus. Thank God no one ever puked on my bus. But you call up the shop and say, "I'm coming back. Some kid puked on the bus," and they come out with a Mexican lady, mop bucket,
Nice.
even the owner. They mop it all out.
The powder.
And they said, "You got to clean your own bus." I said, "I'm not cleaning puke. You'll have two people puke." And I told them, "I can probably do it, but I'm not going to do that."
Yeah.
If you don't have to, like, if it doesn't say in your job description that you have to, like, deal with biohazard
I have to clean my
material,
own bus.
yeah, but sometimes that even like cleaning biohazardous materials, like a separate clause they have to include. So if your job description doesn't include that, you won't ever have to clean up bodily fluids.
I'll have to double check when I finally sign the paper. I just got all my clearances. I got my drug clearance, and I got my other background clearance.
My boss a few months ago tried to go make me clean up someone's shit in the bathroom, like on just the floor, like in the locker room. She was
Code
like,
Brown.
And she was like, "Go clean that up before we close." And I said, "No." Like I
Nice.
said, "I'm not gonna do that." And she was like, "Okay."
At EMT school one time, they were talking about like some like different like chemical, like if you have to deal with like tear gas or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, don't worry. Someone was like, oh, are we gonna have to like go in there if they have tear gas or like whatever? If there's like a dangerous chemical.
Mhm.
And he goes, only if you have a certain certification, but don't worry, you get it in this course.
You will be certified.
Yeah, you will be certified to enter tear gas.
Nice.
So I had one of my jobs as the ranger. We eat early, and then while everybody's having breakfast at camp, you remember you at the camp, and like we go and we clean the shower house, the new shower house.
You
Like,
don't
see
remember
the new
that.
shower house?
I
Did you see
don't.
the new shower house
Dave
yet?
has.
Yeah.
So we go
Plenty
clean
of
the new
time.
shower house.
Plenty of time, many a shower, many a log.
They showed me a
It's
bucket of
all
water.
10-year-old kid
and
leave us
squeegee
a
it
lot.
around.
Big one, they got stuck.
So I said, there's a lot of friggin' dirt. So now that I found out they got a hose, I hook it up right to the hot water tank. So someone puts shit on the floor and has, or you should get the paper towels clean. I said, I got the hose. I'm blasting it right down the drain.
Yeah.
I'm not going near that.
No.
The toilet, I'm supposed to wipe the toilet down. I take my foot, I lift up the seat. I spray everything with the friggin' hose.
It's the best way to do it.
Then I come and just wipe it with a paper towel, so now I know it's clean.
Yeah. I want to be
Week
able to do
6
that.
was the worst. Week 6 was the worst. And I think it was because that's when Coach had all the New Haven kids, but I don't think it was them. It was some Danbury kids that I found out were horrible.
Danbury shitters, man.
Someone took their sneaker off, right? And
Oh no.
They must have walked through the mud, took their sneaker off, and there must have been a bug. And they went, whap! And there was a sneaker print right here.
Oh,
Oh my God,
So I'm
bro.
like, what the fuck? Right? Dirt on the floor. So I finally get it almost clean, and I look up, and they must have had a towel on the floor or something. They took it and shot it at the ceiling. I took pictures. I showed Ranger Dave. I said, I had to get the ladder. I was pulling ceiling tiles to
Oh my
hose
God.
them off. He's like, really? I'm like,
Oh,
look.
wow.
That's crazy.
Someone took a towel and friggin'
So
rolled it in the floor. And what?
That is bad.
I was like, oh man. Somebody defaced one of the mirrors. I got another text. They took, because the mirrors aren't mirrors. They're polished stainless steel. So they don't break.
Okay.
And someone carved in it with a friggin' knife. I was like, oh man. Ranger Dave was going to try to polish it out because they're like $150.
Bozo carved his full name into it. Last 4 digits of
Was
his
it like a
social.
nickname or was it his full
No,
name?
it was like an X with some
Ah.
circles. I thought it was a tic-tac-toe, but if you looked at the thing, it was kind of like trying to make some kind of face or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was
That sucks.
It does.
Oh my
That's why you
God.
can't have anything
that
nice.
way.
Yeah.
The toilet paper. So that's the thing I do. I check the toilet paper, fill it up, then I check the sanitary box. I put a new bag in that, right? And I look, and the first thing I do is the toilet paper, right? Because I got to go with a key and do both of them. And the lid's open. What the frig? But the lock was still there. Someone pried the friggin' door open and bent it. I told Ranger Dave, I said, it was locked. That thing was in the lock position. And
Yeah.
You can't just turn it. You need the key to turn it. Even if it's open, you can't move it.
That's crazy.
I said, I tried to straighten it out. I saw
Kids are
him
going
lunch. He
wild
goes, I tried to
tonight.
straighten it out a little more. He goes, but they jinked the door a little
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then we had the Lithuanians. 60 something% are all girls. Tall friggin' blondes, most of them. Oh my God, I was like, I learned how to say, they say hello brother and hello sister. So I was like,
Hello, sister.
Lava Sasa. They say Lavas is hello,
Yeah.
and Sasa means sister.
Yeah.
So every time I saw him, I was like, Lava Sasa.
Yeah. Nice.
But those sanitary boxes every day, I was like, oh. Change the bag. spray it with
Danbury
white
and
salt.
Lithuania.
They were all on the pad that week.
Oh my god.
It's because they're all from the same commune. They all sync up.
No, they were from all over. They were from Canada. A lot of people from Detroit and
Detroit. I would have
yeah,
guessed
Detroit.
That's not what I would have
I
guessed.
guess
They work at GM.
The Lithuania boat went to
There must, be a
Detroit.
Lithuanian, there must be a Lithuanian commune there, like where all the people go when they migrate.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Detroit's got a lot
Wisconsin,
of comps.
some
I mean,
California.
immigrants.
Britain has a
New York was
Oh,
taken
yeah,
already.
New Britain
I
has a
gotta take a
big
picture.
area that's
Yeah,
all
hold on,
Polish
for me,
people,
for
which
me.
I was surprised about.
Right.
I did one of the weeks I did door-to-door solar selling. They put me in that neighborhood. I guess nobody knew because a ton of people there didn't even speak English. They just spoke Lithuanian.
That's crazy.
So not half the doors I would knock on, I'd answer it and I'd be hello, and they'd be like, and they'd say hello, like
They were messing with him.
yeah.
They knew
And you
English
look at them, they
perfectly
just sit there
well.
and smile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
wanted him-
I
just
give
wanted
them
him
there.
gone.
There was a few where I give them my whole solar speech, and I'd realize that they didn't. They'd say like, "Oh, I don't speak English," and like the Polish accent. And then I got to know like when they would smile and like nod along. I'm like, "Oh, they're not. They can't understand." me
Speak
right now."
English? No. Okay, have a nice
Yeah.
day. Here's a pamphlet. The United States was the last people to let girls in. I think it was like 2019. But all over the world, they were letting girls in. So I was talking to one of the ladies. And since 1933, they've had girls. And they do family. So there was Jerome down in the hill behind the shower house. The
Yeah.
one they redid. That was the family camp. They had families there with like 1 and 3-year-olds.
That's
Oh
cool.
wow,
They had little Cub Scout boys,
family
little Cub
camp.
Scout girls,
that's
That
cool.
must have
all the way up to people like they were 80.
Wow.
That's cool. Nice.
I went to their dance. It was Friday night after I was done. Like everybody came and shot, the girls, everybody, and these over 16-year-old boys, and they're all freaking big. Even the boys, I felt like a shot. Right? I felt like your brother Robert.
Lithuania is a
Just
big
looking at
basketball
everybody,
country.
right?
Are they really?
Yeah.
They
Like
come
the
up,
biggest
Mr.
European
Lynch,
basketball
and they
country.
mob me. Hey, man, look, we got a picture. So I got a picture. I had somebody
It's not
take a
Germany?
picture of my phone. And they're like, come here, we got to show you somebody else. So I saw somebody else, and all of a sudden they started playing the music. I thought it was going to be all Lithuanian folk dancing. They were playing like club music,
Yeah,
like you
techno
guys.
music.
That
Yeah.
was the night Aidan went to the club. I said, I went to a
Yeah.
Lithuanian rave.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was
really
like,
telling you
what?
about that.
So I went over to say hello to somebody. All of a sudden, they start playing
we
music.
were both clubbing
They're
that
big
night.
on
And all the
electronic.
guys are like this, do this. So I'm doing this. Next thing I know, there's girls around me, people.
Oh man.
There was like 50 people. Now
Wow.
I'm like, now I'm old, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I went to go move.
Now I'm old and
And
I'm doing this.
I was like, I was like jammed in the middle of this
Yeah.
thing with like 50 people around
You're getting
me.
mosh pitted.
I was on a Lithuanian mosh pit.
Wow. What a story.
Yeah, they're big on like the electronic music over in Europe.
It's
But it
like
was
all
cool.
of- It's like all of Europe. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Then they did a couple of their dances where they're all running around in a circle holding hands. I felt like I was watching, what's that movie? That summer movie?
Midsummer.
Midsummer?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Borat.
Oh, Midsummer. Did you watch Midsummer?
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
that
It's
movie
yeah.
was
I need to
freaking
see that
weird.
movie.
I've been telling Aidan to watch that movie. I watched the movie. It's really
I thought it
good.
was
The
good, yeah.
daylight horror.
Yeah, I like the daylight horrors.
It was
The
weird.
nighttime horror's too scary.
I feel like I'd like it.
But they all look like the people from Midsummer. They're
Yeah.
like all tall,
It's really good.
Scandinavian looking people.
You know, I wish you said that on like Friday. I had like the long weekend. I would have watched it. I would have totally watched it. Want to watch it next weekend? Let's watch it tomorrow.
Have you seen
Okay.
Ari Aster's new movie, Connor?
No.
Bo is afraid.
No, I seen like stuff about it. But I
It's really good.
I saw
Are you
it.
getting an Uber home? Your buddies are drinking.
Yeah.
If he didn't, I could drive him home. We're
Yeah,
not
Evan
drinking.
didn't drink.
All right.
Evan's chilling.
You guys, I gotta admit, are responsible, so I like that.
He hates to admit.
We gotta, to an extent. Yeah, to an extent. Con, we gotta, clean this cooler.
I wanted to wear all white for their wedding because I was officiating. I wanted to be like that.
You were close enough.
I wasn't.
That wedding was fantastic. What a great
I don't think I'm gonna officiate Rob. So they didn't text me back about anything yet.
Our Barbara's wake, I was telling her friends about, how poor Brandon got to drive, Sean's Maserati.
Yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah.
McLaren.
My
Come around.
Maserati.
It's winding
Brandon
road.
McLaren.
It's like 10 minutes. Like if you get on it, it's probably like 10 minutes. And I forgot the keys for the trailer. We were gonna load the trailer before we left.
Yeah. I remember
I
that.
said I forgot the keys. Just
That
start bringing
sucks.
everything out.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of
And
fun.
I go
having a little
flying
trailer.
down
Like,
this
there's
Route
just a
82
document
to the
of that.
hotel to get my keys to
Yeah,
the
we
trailer.
were chilling.
All of a sudden, I come around a bend, and I slow down to like 25, and there's like 10 cars with this little white car in front. Brandon was somewhere in the midst of that. We followed him all the way back to the hotel. No. And we get out, and it's Aunt Susie and Uncle John. They're lit. And my mother and Melody.
They're lit.
I'm like, I have to get back. I have to get keys. I said, you guys are doing 25. We're safe. And there comes Brandon with the Maserati, like, what the fuck? I told Sean, I said, I don't think they went over 30. He said,
That's so
good.
funny.
You should have spun it back around at that point.
Yeah, honestly.
They got a chance to drive a
Nah, that was better for
McLaren.
him. Over
That was awesome.
And it was a cool road because it was like, remember?
Yeah.
It was
like
long and
There's a few parts that you
There's
can
a few
absolutely.
parts. There's
Sean
a
was
few
doing
parts
it
that-
on the way there. He was
Yeah.
absolutely punching it on some
There's a
parts
few
of the
parts
road.
where-
there's straightaways.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
Route
what was
69
that
County
punch?
Road. It's like one of those curvy ones.
What was that
Where
road
it's like
game you
bang,
used to play?
25.
What was that road game you used to play?
Oh, the dirt games, the rally games.
The rally. Yeah, it was like a rally.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 degrees. Go right. 5, 5, 5. Okay, straight,
Yeah.
left. Right? It's like that kind of road. It's like,
That's cool.
and I'm in the friggin' Yukon. I'm doing like 60.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I come around. Whoa!
Yeah.
There's a line of cars.
I
was
still
like,
still
what
have
the
it
frick?
written in the McLaren.
I was taking that road like 25 the whole time.
I'm like
Like
the only
my mom's
one.
new car the whole weekend.
Mom's gonna take a lesson to the doctor.
If he gets the perfect
Yeah,
punch,
right.
it absolutely puts everything into your stomach.
It
What?
does, yeah.
Oh,
He gets
yeah.
like the perfect launch.
I haven't
You're
even
like-
seen it,
you're
like
stuck.
a picture of it.
Yeah, it feels like
It is a nice.
it's like rock and roll. It
It's
feels
just
like
launched in
it's-
DC.
yeah, it just feels like you're just going down.
You can get to
on
100
that
miles an hour in less than 5 seconds.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
He's done it. He's done.
I just wanted to go
I do
for
80 to 90 like
Wow.
I was 8 because I drive it all the time. And I know where the speed traps are. Like
Yeah.
just before you hit Torrington, where that public works there's one. I know where the cops kind of sit.
I wanted to go for a ride in it. I just wanted to like just cruise in it. And he took a right on off Monahan on
He does it in like the smallest gaps too.
towards the sewer.
Because
Yeah.
it's a supercar,
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
brakes are like
Yeah,
better than
yeah.
normal
So
cars
he goes,
and
he
stuff,
goes.
so it
You know
stops
this
really
thing goes
fast.
0 to 100. You know this thing goes 0 to 100 in 5 seconds, right? And I was like, please don't, Sean. I just want to cruise. He's like, bet. So I go like this, and I look up. There's like we're at the sewer part. We're like cruising. I'm like, Sean, turn. You can't gun it here. And he goes, we'll be there before. We'll be there. We'll be at 100 before we get there. And he starts rolling through it, and we're there half the time. We're at 100. Like halfway before the bend, we're at 100. I was like, Sean, don't hit 100 at the bend. He's like, we'll be back down to 20 by the time we get to the
I'm
bend.
scared.
That's crazy.
We got to like we didn't even make it. We made it to like our house.
Did you see if he had the most rolls last night? Wasn't
There
it?
was that crazy
Ryan-
NASCAR
Ryan
crash
Priest?
last night.
No,
Is he dead?
no.
No, he walked out of there.
Wow.
Google Ryan Priest. They told
I do gotta show you.
the dude.
We
He
could play
flipped.
this
He
on the
rolled
pod.
so many times, and all of a
This is a-
sudden
this is a
he
crazy
caught the
crash.
wheels, and the car went up again. This is
Well-
after he's rolling, and in the air he did like 4 360s.
Wow.
But then he hit the ground.
Before he hit the ground, then he bounced again and was rolling.
And then he bounced like twice as high and then did like 10 more flips.
Oh my god!
Better, like,
Look at this!
video.
Look at this! This is sick.
I'll give you that.
have separated themselves. Big push coming down for Harvick. Oh, got around, goes
Watch
the
this.
Priest upside down. He's barrel rolling.
Oh my god.
watch someone spin there
Yeah.
like that?
Do they have any other angles for this?
Yeah, there's a view from this
There's a
side.
good slow-mo that they show.
Oh.
Look at him in the air.
Holy shit. It's like the end of Cars 1.
That car's going away now.
Coming out of that turn, they're doing 185, almost 200.
That's crazy.
Here's the slow-mo. Here's the slow-mo. This is the money shot.
Oh yeah, watch this one.
Oh!
That's the best one. See if there's another view. Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Watch this view.
Yeah, this one's crazy.
Oh, like, more like an airfoil.
Now watch this. He taps.
He starts spinning like that grandmother on that helicopter.
Look at that. In the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven barrel rolls
Going
before he even hits the
Going
ground.
eight. Right front wheel is just totally wrong.
Watch the dirt come out at the end.
Yeah, look at this window when it pops off the ground.
Watch this window. Whoosh.
So much dirt.
That is crazy.
Like at least 10 flips.
So their AMR crew, the guys in the blue suits are actually doctors,
Yeah.
and then they have doctors and medics, and they had like 3 dudes in the blue suit just like there.
Wow.
And I'm like, they're not pulling this guy out, man. They're gonna cut off the roof. How are they gonna get? All of a sudden, they show the guy. He climbs out, and he's standing there. He's like this, and they're holding him. They're like, "All right, just stand there. We're putting you on a stretcher. You gotta go get checked
gotta
out."
Sit down. Have a seat.
He's probably dizzy.
Yeah.
That's gotta
And
be the
the
most
adrenaline
rolls.
too.
That's gotta be the most rolls, man.
Because like even when you like do something like you jump off a 30-foot cliff, while you're in the air, it feels like you're in the air forever. So I'm sure for him, it must have felt like he was spinning for like minutes.
Well, I was watching it live, and I was like, it was like boom, and I was like, holy shit, that dude's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
then they were showing all the slow mo angles from the different views. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought for sure they were gonna have to cut the roof off, and I'm like, how do you? They're gonna have to cut through the roll cage and everything to get this guy out. But he somehow they got his helmet and the steering wheel off, and they pulled him out the window.
Wow.
Wow.
In the 80s and early 90s, before they went restrictor plate, so they put a plate on the car. So
Oh, yeah.
So they don't go like more than 200.
Yeah.
I saw a video about this.
Good old Bill Elliott.
And they used to roll all the time.
Yeah.
But like that one, that was crazy. That roll.
Out of the restrictor plate.
With the restrictor plate, they're running like 196.
Yeah.
Straight away. That's freaking fast.
Yeah,
Man.
it's still crazy.
You blow a tire or get nudged the wrong way, you're just
You're out of there.
toast.
You're out of there.
And if you ever watch NASCAR, when they go into a spin like that, they take their hands and they go like this.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because if they hold the wheel, it's so violent, they'll snap their
Oh,
arms.
wow. Wow. The axle kicking
That's
down
like the
on wheel.
top sim wheels. You gotta do that.
Yeah, you have when
They'll
if you
break
let,
your arm.
No,
Yeah.
if you let go,
Yeah.
you have to
Like,
like
if you get a
let,
direct drive wheel, like a
Yeah.
real sim wheel,
That's because if
the
you let
minute
go,
you
it'll
crash, you gotta go like this because it will just snap your wrist.
Wow. That's really good. That's crazy.
Like if you're rocking like the esports guys that have like the full force. It's like people don't do like full force feedback.
Yeah.
But like the esports guys, like the F1 esports, guys have to.
Yeah, if you're playing those like simulation racing games that you have, I'll never be able to do that. Never be able to drive like an F1 car, NASCAR. rally.
Well, actually, if you have a full sim rig,
Over 60 in a
it's pretty
normal
much-
car.
they've done it a bunch of times where they get guys who are really good at the full sim rig video games, and they put them in real cars, and they end up being really, really good racers.
Those Formula One guys.
Yeah,
what
they
do
just
they
made
get?
that. They
What's
just made
their
that Gran
top speed?
Turismo movie.
210,
Yeah, well, they
Yeah,
delayed it
212.
actually.
212.
What?
They delayed it.
So NASCAR,
Mhm.
that's like their fastest track.
It's-
That and Talladega.
It's finished, but the reason they do is to stretch out their catalog for the writer's strike. So they still have movies that keep coming out. They're supposed to come out this summer.
I heard it was good. Have there been screenings of it?
I think there were screenings in like August, and then they delayed the public release.
That makes sense. That Gran Turismo movie.
Yeah, I heard it was good. The trailers looked good.
Yeah. I remember when that dude popped off on reading about it. It went over like the sim pages.
Mm-hmm.
He based GT3,
Yeah.
GT3 Cup for a long time.
Yeah, Con, see if you can screw this in, and then you guys are good. Just make sure you turn off the lights. I don't want that filter running all night.
Yeah, no.
Alright.
Where's your dog?
Wait! I see him. He's right here. He's coming. Quinn on frame. Quinn on camera.
All right, I'm going to bed, guys. Good night.
Alright. Love you.
Love you. Have a good night. Chris.
Yep.
I cleaned up, so if you do anything, just clean up.
Alright.
Alright,
What time is it?
9:40.
It's a good time for it to be, I think. Oh, so Connie, remember how I think I actually said this on last podcast, maybe. I don't think I've ever had like any sort of like anything I ever thought was like a paranormal experience or anything like that.
You did have one?
I think I did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So my one of the buildings for the YMCA, the east side, it's super old. It was built in like the 40s.
Wait, one second. If you don't want to get an Uber, I can take you. Alright.
I want to until Aidan gets here to tell the stories.
No, Aiden's a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Where do you even go?
Come to take a
Mythical pit.
Oh,
But what if Aidan gets sprayed by a skunk?
that'd be so
one
funny.
and a half of these cider donuts will not keep me down. I mean, I feel a little buzzy. What are you percent, though? I'm definitely not like a too tall boy.
Yeah, so Ari has like have a reputation for being haunted. We were closing up. I had just done my close up procedure where I basically clear the building, turn all the lights off. There are some parts that are definitely kind of creepy. I always I'll turn my phone flashlight on, before I turn off the lights all the way because it'll be pitch black, and I have to go walk out. Fucking hear my mouth. But I had done all that, cleared the building. There was definitely nobody in there except the girl I was closest. She went around to go do a check around the building, make sure there were no extra cars in the parking lot, and that all the windows were shut, all that shit. While she was gone, I was just kind of waiting for her to get back so I could set the alarm. I was just sitting at the desk. The old lobby is the only thing that has any lights on in the whole building. And from the lobby, there's just two hallways with pitch black going in opposite directions to the rest. And I hear, while I'm waiting, a door slam, hella loud.
Dude, that was my paranormal experience.
Yeah, so I hear a door slam hella loud, and I was kind of zoned out. I was wide-eyed. I'm like, what? I started checking the cameras, that are behind the desk to make sure it's not the first thing I'm doing is trying to find the girl I'm closing with, see where she is outside. Okay, maybe she slammed the door. She's not. She's in the parking lot. She's doing her walkthroughs on the parking lot, making sure nothing is ready to close. And so I'm like, what the fuck that was? I think about going to turn some lights back on and see if someone is still in the building. I shout hello, down each hall, and I'm I don't know. So I go back and I sit behind the desk again. I'm she should be back any second. She should be walking back in now. And before she comes in, I hear another hella loud door slam from the other direction, from coming down the other hallway. And so I'm what? Because this was not even a minute apart. You couldn't get across the building that fast, because it's a ton of small rooms because it's a hella old building, like I said. So I was fully like, I just, after that I walked and I just stood by the door, like ready for her to come back in so I could set the alarm and fucking leave. Like, I'm like, dude, fuck this. So that was the first time I've like, something like that happened where I couldn't explain it at all. And also like, I had the like gut reaction of like, what the fuck?
Do you believe in like a god and stuff now?
No, not really.
Okay.
Agnostic.
Not, well, I feel like religion is not, it's pretty separate from your views on
Religion
like,
is a very
ghosts and shit.
personal thing.
Well, yeah, and I think it can be separate
Whereas
from your views on
ghost
ghosts
is like
and
you
shit.
want to find out about everybody's ghosts.
Religious is separate from church.
Yeah, well, that's definitely true. But
Especially with the church
even
being
if
so
there
dog
is
shit.
no God, I think, like, the idea that, like, there's something intangible, like, in humans that, like, persist through that, like, we don't know how to measure, like, yeah, sure, that could be possible, and it could, like, affect things, or time could work in weird ways, shit like that. But all I know is I haven't had an explanation for it, and it definitely fucking creeped me out. So I'm like, ooh, I don't know. But I've never even had anything like that where I got, like, because usually when I get super creeped out in, like, places like that, it's just me being creeped out. Like, it's not because anything really happened. It's just
You're
because,
working yourself up.
yeah. So I've never experienced anything like that before.
Speaking of working myself up, that reminds me of this time where we heard somebody call for Quinn.
No, you know what Hannah said about that?
We heard,
Because Sean and I went out there. And
we heard somebody who wasn't us say Quinn.
No, you know what Hannah said? Hannah explained this to me perfectly. She cleared it up in my mind. Did you go out there with me and Sean when we went out there?
I don't know.
There was this girl down in front of Joey Kansas' house. This was like 3 a.m. Like walking in a dress. Like she looked so out of place. Like she looked like she was coming out of a club.
Yeah.
And this dude, like in a car, stopped and was talking to her. Like it was sketch. And then the dude saw me and Sean and he dipped. So Hannah was saying the guy calling Quinn was for me and Sean to go outside so the guy would see us like it was like an angel. And that made sense to me in my like spiritual.
The girl's name could have been Quinn.
Well, no, that it was like a guardian angel telling us Quinn, so that me and Sean would go
I
outside.
love the idea that the only divine intervention we had was an angel yelling Quinn.
So like only go raped.
I really like that.
Mm.
That sits nice with me.
What
But-
kind of voice was it?
But then,
It was like a dude.
Yeah, it was. I was.
They could just been
But
the
then
dude
later on in
calling
the night-
girl's name.
I decided to fuck with all them.
That was earlier in the night.
Yeah, he
But
started
we
shaking
were- we were-
that
we were-
fucking
like,
door
here-
over
here's,
there.
here's what I did. I cracked the gate open. They were all still at the fire pit. They were like, huh, 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 the gate just cracked. So I was like, all right, I'm cooking with gas. I had my hand on the handle like 1 inch open, and I was like, here's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna slam that bitch. So I fucking slam that bitch, and it is so loud. It goes, kaboom! And they all scream like right away. They go, oh, oh. And I was like, yes!
I went.
I think
And Sean
I
went,
waited.
Nah, that's demons.
I waited for you guys to like
Sean
come.
went, nah, that's
I waited for you
demons.
guys to like come closer
That's
to the
funny.
gate. I was looking through the crack and I saw like, I don't know what I saw. It might have been like a phone screen or something. And I was like, all right, now it's time. It's time to rip. I fucking got you guys.
Evan, you want to come with me and drop Dave off?
Sure.
Do you want to drive? Or you want me to drive?
How are you fine to drive?
I'm good at drive, but do you want to drive?
No, I don't want to drive.
Okay, I'll drive.
We gas in the Volvo?
Yeah, but we got no AC.
Do we have gas in the Volvo?
It's
Yeah,
cold
how
enough
much
for
gas?
windows
We
down.
just put gas in yesterday.
How much gas do we have?
Like a quarter tank.
Oh, okay. I'm concerned because I'm broke this week. I just need gas.
Goblin gas.
I already have my goblin.
I still want that gas. Yes. And you better deliver.
I like that one.
Yeah, these bugs.
Oh.
The Layton. Latin.
Oh, those are the ones that are in New York that they're trying to kill.
Latin.
That's literally what I was trying to talk about.
They are kill on sight bugs known
That's
to
what I was trying to
decimate
talk.
crops
That's
and
the
food
mayoral
trees.
order about homeless people.
One was literally on
Oh,
top
yeah.
of me the other day. Oh, I see these things all the damn time.
Yeah, that's what those
Everywhere.
are about. That's what that was
Oh,
about.
I guess I have to start counting them.
Yeah. They sell this, it looks like a real pistol, which is probably not smart. But it shoots just like salt, like little like capsules of salt. So it's like ultra fine shotgun pistol. It's supposed to use for bucks.
I
Which is
will
like an
say
air
I
gun.
have been a lot more paranoid around the house, especially at night, ever since the Yukon thing.
What's the Yukon thing?
What's the Yukon thing?
We kicked in the door.
We could bleep out names.
I'm saying ever since then at night, like whenever I hear stuff, like before I'd be like, oh, it's ghosts.
Yeah.
But now like, I'll grab like a golf club and like walk around the house.
Well, that was always like, whenever I'm like
I'll be
spending
right
the night alone in my house and I hear some weird noises, just to like put my mind at ease. I don't think it's ghosts at all. I walk around my room. I walk around the house with like a fucking like my big dagger, and I clear all the rooms. I'm like, all right, there's nobody in here. And then my mind can rest easy.
I would hate to do that. I'd be like jiggle peeking like CS:GO every corner. It was just us actually. We went up to go visit our cousin's college house. Good time.
He felt the gust on that one.
Yeah, thank God.
Got that like sinking feeling in my gut where my like it was telling me like something's wrong, like get it out of here. It's just like randomly at night in the woods sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you all probably have experienced
Yeah.
that. But sometimes you'll just randomly like you'll be walking at night in
You're
the
like a
woods
little panic.
and you'll just get that sinking feeling and immediately you're super freaked out.
Yeah.
Like which always is lame.
I feel like at this point, I get that a lot less now in my woods career.
I still get it sometimes.
So
though.
now, but I'm saying now when I get it, I like trust it. Like,
Yeah, now-
I know something's off.
Oh.
Like it's not like I'm making Cub Scouts anymore and I'm getting scared to be in the woods. Like I'm comfortable. Like the woods, I'm
Yeah,
comfortable. in.
exactly.
Like
That's,
dead of night when right with no headlamps, I'm having a ball. So when unless I'm high, if I'm high, then it's like 50-50. But if I'm sober and I get that
Dude, that's
sinking
not that
feeling
big.
in my gut in the woods,
that's what I'm saying.
I
That's
know,
like-
I know that's a
some-
real feeling.
Sometimes even I'll be sober out in the woods. I'm like, this is a little creepy, but it doesn't like bother me that way. I'll just like, that's what I'm saying. I'm making the distinction of like getting like
When you feel it.
when you feel like I want to leave. Like your body's telling you to leave right now.
That's why we always talk about this, about doing the Appalachian Trail. Appalachian's the part that scares me.
Oh my god, like deep in Appalachia, like
Like, if
northern
I get, like,
Appalachia.
Fucking
Like-
skinwalkers.
Like I hear a
You're
lot.
not even supposed to say the name. It attracts
No.
them. If you
Like,
talk
I'm,
about
like,
it.
I'm being
Is that
so
dead ass?
superstitious.
That's
Yeah,
dead
dead
ass.
ass.
If you like talk to Native Americans about it, they will not. They'll be like, yeah, like they are like they will not actually say the names or.
If you
any
say that, if
other
you say that like in an AT camp, they'll be like, every so like, keep like, shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, that's crazy.
Like,
Even though, so one thing that for around this area does not. I mean, obviously it's like it gets in your head and it creeps you out anyways. But all the tribes that had the myths of skinwalkers were all from like the Southwest.
Mhm.
So they weren't from up here.
Well, I feel
but
like
I'm saying
From
like,
up here, the only similar thing, as far as I know, is like the Wendigo.
yeah,
yeah.
Wendigo.
we have Wendigoon around here, wild Wendigoon. Dude, I saw
Yeah.
so he posted on Twitter,
What are skinwalkers?
like,
Dude, shut up.
shut the fuck
They're
up.
basically like demons that like disguise themselves as like animals and stuff.
They're like shapeshifter kind of figures, but
Have
they're
you ever-
supernatural.
Have you ever seen like a video? There's like a video of people like
You
recording
ever
like,
seen a video?
the dead of night in their neighborhood, and in the distance, someone would see like screaming.
Or
Like,
usually
the
mountain
top
lion.
of their lungs.
Yeah, it is. There's a ton
That's
of,
usually a skinwalker.
well, there's a ton of animals that scream, and it sounds a lot like a
Oh.
human screaming.
It's usually a skinwalker.
The legend specifically is like if you hear animal sounds that like sound a little uncanny, or you hear like uncanny like human speech, or you hear your name.
Yeah, your
That's
name's
the
a big
biggest
one.
one.
That's a big one. You leave.
Dude, my
You
leave
my
and you don't
stomach
acknowledge
just
it?
dropped.
You leave immediately.
You don't acknowledge it. That's what I was about to say.
My stomach just fucking.
Like, if I ever
dropped.
like here, if I get a bad feeling, I'll probably keep going unless it's like real bad. I'll leave.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm by myself, it's
That's
different if
a
I'm
new
with you.
fear
'Cause you
I
guys will call
lost.
me a bitch. But
Yo, yeah, I've been by myself and it's been getting dark, and I'm hiking out alone in the woods. I'm like, I need to get out of here like right now.
Like
yeah,
now.
but if I'm in Appalachia, like if I'm hiking the AT or whatever, and I get that bad feeling, I'm moving. And I don't care if I'm with like y'all and y'all call me a bitch. I'm like, we're moving.
Mhm.
That's everything. Like you know, people like whistle, clap. Your name's a really big one.
Your name is a really big one. Wow. That's fucking scary.
Like most people who hike the
That's
18,
fucking
like a lot of people hike the
scary.
18, you can say it's like because you're expecting it, you're a legend. Have like shit happen to them in Appalachia like that.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you what
Well,
do you
what
do?
they say if you're hiking like that, they say you should just ignore it.
You ignore it.
Like not acknowledge it
You
at
don't,
all.
you don't, you
What
don't even
do
look
you
around.
do?
You don't even
Yeah.
look around. You don't even wince.
Yeah.
And like,
That's so
and
scary.
say you're like your camp's half a mile up, you go to the next camp out.
Mm-hmm.
You go 4 miles up. You don't stop there. It's like the same thing if there's like a bear following you. It's like
Yeah.
the same thing.
It is not the same thing.
You follow the directions.
They
you
said
down
your
out.
name.
Yeah.
Or
If it was-
demons.
Yeah.
If a bear says my name, I'm about to be like, that's a chill ass bear.
For real.
No, I didn't know you were You want my split? The bear's like, dude, I've been killing for a split.
That bear's a skinwalker.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's why that's why we're fine out
That's
here.
what I'm saying. Like, if it's a bear saying my
Worst
name,
case scenario-
it's honestly calm.
It's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You guys are the chosen ones. Like the old wise bear.
He has
We're
like-
like, let's go.
he has like a hat.
Well, and the thing is,
To
also the thing
anthropomorphize
that
him
apparently
more.
like everybody says is so creepy about like northern Appalachia like that is that it's some of like the land on the planet that has been exposed land for the longest of Earth's history. Like it has been above water for almost the entire history of the planet, like since Pangea. So it's like some of the oldest like mountains and trees and everything on the planet.
Some of that sediment up there.
So I've heard people say that they can like feel that or something, like especially like at night in like Appalachia.
Man, I just feel old.
Like you go to the old beach where you
So
get
that
old.
was
I got old. I got old. I forgot there's a character in that movie named Mid-Sized Sedan.
How can you forget? I never forget.
Did you guys see that movie?
Yeah.
I've never seen
There's
that
a
movie.
character that
I
movie
would
named
watch it
Mid-Sized
again.
Sedan.
I would watch it again.
We
I
watched
heard
it
was
once.
ass.
It's,
No.
it's a good.
No,
It's a
it's
good.
bad.
It's a good bad.
We watched it like we were all drunk drinking and like, I got a movie. What movie are we
It
gonna
was
watch?
fun.
It
It
was
was
so
a
good. It was
fun
one of those
Oh,
situations.
okay.
It
Yeah,
was
then I
so
can say it
much
would be
fun.
good.
We watched old and then it was good. It was like a 12th round draft pick, you know. Like they didn't want to watch Shawshank.
What was that Moonfall movie we watched? Was it like
Moonfall.
I heard that one was a great, good,
20,
bad movie.
dude,
Like,
20 minutes of it, like the last 20 minutes, it's like a fucking Toyota ad. It's like we gotta get in the car, and it's like a fucking RAV4. It looks like a fucking car commercial, and they're like,
it's
we
like,
gotta put it in a maximum overdrive, and he hits the sport button.
Maybe they turned the knob to sport.
Yeah, and he's like taking corners like fucking crazy.
That
and
20 minutes is how the movie got
oh
made.
my god, it was so good. It was honestly so good. The rest of the movie was shit.
It's like,
But, you
remember in DayZ where he was like running from zombies in the hospital
I
and he
know,
like
he was a
got to the
basketball guy.
break room and went over to the vending machine and paid for a Pepsi and opened it
Or
with
giving
like
you a
label
test,
facing
like,
camera.
Big
Big Sam went,
I'll walk the slack on right now.
and looked at it and then took it
I'm gonna get to the
Put it
line
down
walking
and went
first.
back to the
I'm gonna have to do eye to
Is that real?
Hey, sir, you're not
Oh, I'm
listening.
doing
Sir,
insane
sir,
balance.
What's going on
Sir,
over here?
sir,
I
I'm
told
a-
him to give
sir,
me a few eye tests.
Sir, I'm gonna give you
And I
one
said I
more
could do the
shot.
slack line. He's trying
I'm
to
gonna
get me-
give you one more shot. You're not listening,
insane
sir.
balance.
Sir,
How
put
can
your
I-
hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Oh, he's so disgusting. Pull, pull, pull,
I
pull,
can't
pull,
breathe.
pull, 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 pull.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this episode of the podcast,
He's
and you
missing
want to see
every
more,
one.
hit that
He's
like
missing
button,
every
and
shot.
the subscribe button.
He
Hit
can't
that
hit
like
me.
button and then hit that subscribe button.
Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
I start pissing all
I'll see you
over.
later, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.